Last time on True Magnum TV.
One of our trackers just spotted a Sitatunga. By the time we got the truck stopped, he got up and ran off. Quick. Yes! That's what I heard.
2 days straight, we've been pounded by weather in the midday and forced down to camp. If that happens when we trace those tur, it could easily become a rescue mission, but for sure lives are at stake.
Wait till it turns. You on it?
Yeah.
In Nepal, battling the sun in steep terrain, Bull Morgan is in position to take a shot at a Himalayan Tahr.
No, you can. You're good.
Yeah.
Is he down? Is he down?
Yeah. You got it. Good. Yes. Why not? Yeah.
Oh.
That was so hard. I mean, he's in the brush, out of the brush.
I'm super happy on this deal because it's been so many years trying to put this together and then come back and hunt with the same guys I hunted with before, and it's a special thing. Only thing would be better one of my kids was here, but really cool. Tough enough hunt. It's exciting to me. You don't know for sure you're going to get something. So there's always that in the back of your head, and when it all comes together, it's just like, oh, I got one.
High elevation gets your heart a little extra heartbeat. One of the 7 tags from Himalayan Tahr in the world that are indigenous every year, which is just incredible.
This is the only place in the world where the Himalayan Tahr are indigenous, meaning from their native habitat. As excited as Bo is to get one, the hunt doesn't end with making the shot.
Is he dead?
Yeah.
Okay.
After some time,
Hopefully he stopped on a tree. Yeah. If not, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now we got to go get it, and that is not always easy. We're looking off this thing, and this could be quite an expedition retrieval.
In Cameroon, Rob Dunham's exploratory safari is in full swing, spotting a male Sitatunga off the side of the road.
We're gonna try to go with the dogs quickly.
They're on it. They're on it now. We got the Sitatunga's bed right where he was sitting. Now we're going to grab the dogs, especially the lead dog village, and get them right on it, on that scent.
Now the team is in full pursuit.
That's what I heard.
The leader of the dogs quickly pick up the Sitatunga and start barking and taking distance and distance. We literally took off as well.
Entering the dense jungle, the team follows the dogs and listens for their cues.
I heard that.
Hearing the dogs in the distance, the team treks further into the bush.
We ran, I don't know, whatever, a long way. In this jungle, everything's a long way. Super hot, and it's gone.
With the dogs having lost the scent, Rob and Pedro have to reevaluate the situation.
And we could carry on, but we're going to be lost for the night.
We're running out of light quickly, and we're in here probably 800 a kilometer, and it'll maybe be getting dark when we get out.
Yeah.
Although it's darker in here than it is.
We don't take chances here.
No, I understand.
Now
Otherwise, we'll live with the gorillas till we die.
Let's go.
Let's go back.
Sure. that Sitatunga was so close to us, we really missed a good chance to take one nice Sitatunga, definitely. You know, as important as the first minute of the first day is the last minute of the last day. These kind of hunts are psychological hunts. You must be ready to be patient and keep on trying. That's the main deal.
In Russia, James Bryan is 5 days in on his hunt for Kuban Tur. After missing on an opportunity early in the hunt, the unpredictable and dangerous mountain weather has frustrated James's efforts to get another chance at a tur.
These really high elevation hunts like this in the mountains, weather is a big factor. That's why you take advantage of opportunity. You don't miss. Because we could end up sitting in tents for days at a time on a hunt like this. Hopefully this one's just coming through, knock out some of the mountains, we go find some other mountains that we can actually still see.
Taking a chance that the break in the weather holds, James and his team head up the steep hillside, hoping to get in range of tur that were spotted on the opposite side.
This is one slip in your dead stuff.
Only 6 months post-op, James is taking a huge risk hiking in this damp terrain. One slip the wrong way, and it could be a year before he hunts again.
Right now, this terrain's about as serious as you'll find anywhere, and I'm up here on a leg and a half. Now, that's a big disadvantage, but I just got to keep reminding myself it's also what's going to keep me safe. And I'm pretty sure none of these guys are going to want to carry my carcass off this mountain if I push the limits too far. There's a lot of frustration on the mountain right now. We've just made an assault on a tur. Across slippery, steep garbage. 4 lives up on the line, really, on this mountain. The wind switched, blowing right up at it. Tur, very sensitive.
Kuban Tur have a very well-developed sense of smell, being able to catch the scent of a man at hundreds of yards.
You stay here, be ready, because if maybe Tur somewhere here, and he can smell him, you must be ready to shoot.
Okay, one last ditch effort. Ruslan is gonna go down there and get his wind to blow up the last canyon, just in case it pushes that tur over this way. It's a long shot, but sometimes this works.
After 30 minutes of waiting for the tur to appear, the hunt once again is interrupted by the fog.
For today, hunt is over. Huh?
I've seen what happens here when the weather starts to roll in. It's not just the fog, then it's the rain, then it's the hail, and pretty soon lightning is pounded down all around you. You got to be careful here when you're dealing with the elements.
In Cameroon, after losing the Sitatunga in the jungle, Rob Dunham and the team are back in the game.
The problem is that the dogs are picking up smell sense from the Sitatungas, and they are getting anxious.
But this time, Patrick is going to check out the area before they rush in.
When you're building a brand new hunting camp like these guys are, not only do you need to build the camp, but when you're using dogs, obviously you need one good leader and the other dogs that follow that one. And getting them to do that properly can be a real challenge, but when you get it, it's awesome.
While waiting for Patrick to return, an unexpected noise comes from within the trees.
Is there? Yeah.
Gorilla. Gorilla. Here, I'm gonna give him back. They're right here. A troop of gorillas are right here. We were waiting for the guys, and we heard gorillas off in the distance, so we just kind of experimented, started calling.
I'm doing a Canadian moose call. What a loser. There's the movement of the tree. This tree right here. Can you see the tree moving? 10 yards. The tree's moving a bit.
I mean, it sounded more like a moose in my mind than a gorilla, obviously, but it worked, and they came in close enough, like I think they're under 50 yards.
Maybe they're going to climb towards you.
I mean, we were halfway communicating with them. It was surreal. It was cool.
Freaking gorillas.
After searching the jungle, Patrick and the team returned, but they were unable to locate a Sitatunga.
Rob, your call worked pretty well.
It did.
You're a professional of gorilla calling.
In Saskatchewan, I'm pretty much known as the top gorilla caller. Maybe you can put me on Finding Bigfoot. Could be the guy.
In Nepal, while scouting new hunting blocks in the Himalayan mountains, Bo Morgan was able to get an indigenous tahr. But the treacherous terrain is slowing up the recovery.
I got nothing to step.
Oh, you just want to get that around my neck, I know. You're good, you're good. There's no more.
Okay? Let me see.
That's a recovery, huh?
Hiking downhill over 1,700 feet, the team finally reaches the tahr.
Wow. How cool is he? The hair. Wow. Cool. Got a little poke. Got both his tips. Pretty cool. Like 7-year-old, maybe 8.
And been walking up to it the first time, putting your hands on it, there's nothing like it. Just, check it out. You know, show your buddies, and you already start doing that whole deal. But it's a great feeling. That's part of the success you have in hunting. That, you know, besides the memories and whatever, it's grabbing onto something is huge to a hunter too.
That's something. Himalayan tahr in the Himalayas.
Himalayan Tahr.
Mm-hmm. I'm glad we're here and horns are intact. Hair is beautiful. It's starting to get springtime. You know, we're concerned about hair being not so good, but this is beautiful. Really nice, haired up. Second time hunting with you guys. It's awesome. I mean, thank you so much. Thank you so much, huh? Pretty fun. coming with a buddy that you hunted with before. I mean, I was so looking forward to coming back here and spending time with you guys, and just pretty special to me.
Have success here in this area that we haven't hunted in before. It's big because they know, they've studied the animals, think we can hunt in here, and for them to put it together and pull it off with somebody that's just being a normal guy coming in here, then it says a lot. And maybe there's hope for this to have clients in here, and it's good for all of us.
I think we got to pull out of here after we process, and these guys take every piece of meat, so we'll take inside organs and everything, and it'll be a pull out of here, back up over the top of this mountain. It's going to be a little hot, sloggy afternoon, I'm sure, but well worth it.
Having this success with this tahr here, now it'll put food on some tables. The locals that actually live in Dorpaten get the food, and the meat from this, not any piece of meat goes to waste. Every piece gets processed and shared with somebody. Now we got the tahr, that was a huge thing for me, and I get to celebrate it. But tomorrow we got to get after the blue sheep. I don't have a lot of time. This is equally as important for me in this area to shoot a nice blue sheep. So we got to get after it. We're running out of time here, and the pressure's on. We're high-fiving, celebrating, but in the back of our head, we're all going, we got a lot of work to do on this next deal too. So it'll keep our big boy undies on.
In Russia, after yesterday's brutal storm, the team is ready to get back up in the mountains. But something is seriously wrong.
We woke up this morning and we're missing a guide. Actually, local sheep herder family man who's in charge of this area acts as our guide when we're up in this country because he knows the land. Last night he went back to their ranch headquarters and was supposed to come back yet last night, and went by himself. Haven't heard from him. This morning, he's been missing quite a while. He has a phone. He would have had service down at the headquarters. So we're pretty concerned. Ashman is going to sprint down on the horse and see if he can find out if maybe he got weathered in and camped somewhere last night. That's what we're hoping. If we don't see that horse come back around the corner pretty soon, we'll all be packing up to leave. Just hoping he's safe at this point.
Next time on True Magnum TV.
Take off to go the route we planned on coming down, and we can't see 20 yards. We're fogged in, and nobody, looking at the cliffs, can't tell where we're at. Rough day. On again.
Well, we're getting a late start today, but we're gonna get saddle up, head high, west, and if we can see Tur even at great distance, we're just gonna take off after him.
We tracked this bongo for 4 to 5 hours, and we hit a little clearing. I thought it was over. I thought, here's another lesson on bongo hunting.
Just stay focused.